Hey there YouTube, this is Mr.Lubufu and welcome back to another sealed simulator for Fate Reforged pre-release. I'm covering every single clan, so this time we're going to be going with Jeskai. As I said, this is just a practice. I'll be putting a link in the description below if you want to practice yourself, but this is just to get a feel for and to hear some of the thoughts that I'm thinking through as I generate these sealed pools. Anyway, I like to start, like usual, by sorting by rarity to get a feel for any sort of bomb rares that I get. So in this case, we open an extra foil rare, but we have some pretty powerful cards here. Archfiend of Depravity is very good. Sunset Mastodon, Shamanic Revelation, and Timur War Shaman are all very good in green. We have Shu Yun, who is our Jeskai rare, and Hostilities and Karu Lich Lord. Now, I as I mentioned in the other videos, I don't think 3 colors as heavy in 3 colors is possible unless you open a lot of lands. Getting packs where you only get 1 land instead of 3 can really guide your direction. Another thing to keep your eyes open is even though you choose Jeskai, you might have to go other directions, and this might be one of those cases. We'll see. We have a lot of really powerful green cards, but like usual, the meat comes in the commons and uncommons. So let's take a look at what we have. Once we get to commons and uncommons, I like to sort by color. So we have Valorous Stance and Ward Scale Dragon and White, which are both very good. Honors Rewards, a fine combat trick as well. I've sort of come around on it of late. Mind Scour Dragon's good. River Wheel Aerialists, Shifting Loyalties, all playable if you want to go in blue. Fearsome Awakening's the only black uncommon worth noting. We got some red cards. Beastmaster's very good. And we got a Tri-land. So nothing insane. Basically, we have, in almost any direction that we want to go, we have playables, which is a nice feeling. So that's pretty good. I sort of like going into green right now, but again, let's take a look at the commons now and see what we've got. So, white gives us Alabaster Kieran's playable. Double Sandblast is actually pretty nice, and Soul Summons is good. 2 Soul Summons are also fine. So we have some instants or sorceries, which is pretty nice. For blue, we've got a pair of Aven Surveyors, which are good. 2 Jeskai Sages are actually fine if you really wanted to force the Jeskai thing. I'm not sure if this is quite good enough. We have Will of the Naga, which I'm not sure if I want to play 2. Right into Being is actually pretty good. In black, we've got perhaps too many Gurmag Anglers. You've got a Dousing Gloom, you've got an Ancestral Vengeance, and Hooded Assassin are nice ones. Typhoid Rats as well. Aerostorm's good. Got some aggressive cards. Again, I don't like these auras at all. In green, we get not much. We get basically a Whisper of the Wild. So if we have like the green rares, we don't really have the rest of the deck to support it. We have an Absent Guide. We have a Harsh Sustenance, which are both quite good. Our lands are black, white, green, blue, red, white. So kind of a, as I said, you have much fewer lands on average. So the 3 color decks might not be possible. So in this case, perhaps it might be actually better to go like blue-white. I'm not sure if that's the sort of direction I'd want to go because you have so many powerful green cards. If you go blue-white, you at least have End Hostilities, Shu Yun as like bomb rares, but you have a lot more depth in the deck than you do with green. Green gives you more power, and maybe you go like green-white, perhaps? Let's see. Because if we go green-white, we get those Dragon Stance reward. Channel Harm's playable, it's just really expensive. We get Beastmaster and War Beast. So green gives us some giant creatures, and white gives us the sort of removal and early game package that we kind of want. It also gives us End Hostilities, which is fine. If we go black, it gives us Typhoid Rats for the early game. Basically, what I'm thinking through right now is our green is pretty like late game, and it gives us some big finishers. So if you want to complement that while while you have your sealed pool, you need something to help stabilize in the early game. And I think white might be the best one to go with that. Sandblast and Soul Summons are some of the more powerful effects you get at common. So I'm actually a pretty big fan of probably green white here. I'm not sure if you'd have quite enough playables, so maybe you could splash blue. It would probably be the color I would splash. I don't think I would splash black, but with blue you could splash Shu Yun. You could get maybe Aerialists or Shifting Loyalties. They're not like super impressive splashes. Jeskai Sage would not be a card I would consider splashing just because you want to cast it on turn 2. Right into Being is playable. I'm not sure if that's even worth the splash either. So there's a lot of directions you could go with this pool. This pool is kind of weak overall just because you have certain cards. I think I definitely want to go white just because the best removal that's in this pool is here, and I kind of want to go green because green has some of the more powerful effects. So that's sort of the direction I was thinking. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys all for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check out the other episodes in this series, and I will see you guys next time.